pray silence for Mr. Anthony Bailey, Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire.
Mr. Mayor, Your Serene Highness, Your Excellencies, my Lords, Deputy Mayor, Reverend Fathers, ladies and gentlemen, may I start by thanking you for your kind words about my wife. Having disappeared from home for some 10 days now, I thought I had avoided the worst, but she kindly informed me earlier this morning that I have some 312 boxes awaiting me at home. So if there's any spare hands in the room, do please raise them. Mr. Mayor, as someone who has been associated with Albania for some 25 years, it gives me great pleasure to respond with a vote of thanks to Your Excellency's most informative and enjoyable speech, delivered today in the company of so many senior members of the diplomatic corps and prominent friends of Albania here in London and the United Kingdom as a whole. As the Lord Mayor said this morning, today is an opportunity to celebrate the new partnerships being forged between our two nations, partnerships which are based on a realization of the economic and political advantages which we both can enjoy through working ever more closer together. And given the short notice of today's event, I hope Your Excellency will return to Tirana, knowing that so many are here today precisely because our joint relations are at an all-time high and appreciated by many. Considering the International Assembly we have gathered here today, it is fitting that we eat in this Vintners Hall where, as it's inscribed on the wall, some 650 years ago, Henry Pickard, a vintner and then Lord Mayor of London, held a magnificent banquet for 5 kings: Edward III of England, David II of Scotland, John I of France, Peter, King of Cyprus, the King of Denmark, the Duke of Bavaria, and somewhat alarmingly, the chief hostages of France. London, even in those distant days, was no stranger to the concept of European assembly. Today's events mark not only the recognition of your considerable personal merits, but it is also another great moment in the strengthening of ties between our two countries. You are, I believe, Mr. Basha, the first Mayor of Tirana and the first Albanian to receive the freedom of the City of London, and I would like everyone to join me in congratulating you on this distinction. Reciprocating, it is also interesting to note that our 685th Lord Mayor, Alderman Roger Gifford, joins the much-loved Sir Norman Wisdom as a recipient of the rarely bestowed gratitude of Tirana. Mr. Mayor, we all too easily can forget that it was just over 20 years ago since Albania was finally rid of one of the worst communist and Stalinist dictatorships seen in our world. Since then, the reforms undergone have been both enormous and far-reaching, but more importantly, Mr. Mayor, under your careful stewardship as Foreign Minister, Albania joined NATO, and as Minister of Interior, Albania achieved visa-free movement within the Schengen area. And thanks to your personal leadership in both these high offices, the reforms you have been responsible for driving through, Albania is now in the process of joining the European Union. These are great advantages for the people of your country, and, if I may say, have been delivered in such a short period of time. A few months ago, Albania marked a very special anniversary, the centenary of the historic struggle for your national independence. Here in London's Porchester Terrace last November, thanks to your support and that of your government, and through the ever-industrious Albanian ambassador to the Court of St. James, Malbarisha, and the City of London authorities, there now stands a statue of that towering Albanian warrior hero, Skanderbeg, whose epic and selfless fight in the defense of European civilization in the 15th century is an example to us all. May I also add how pleased many of us were by the decision of your government and your Excellency in ensuring the long-awaited repatriation and subsequent state funeral of the remains of the late King Zog I and of other members of the Albanian royal family from their exile in Paris to a new royal mausoleum in Tirana. This was an important step in righting a historic wrong. The centenary wasn't just about the past, it was also about the future. A wonderful opportunity for Albanians to celebrate who they are and to reflect on their newly found, hard-fought and long-awaited freedom. It is also an opportunity for the world to appreciate your country's new image, its investment opportunities, the considerable state and municipal reforms being enacted, and of course Albania's ongoing modernisation in partnership with the United Kingdom and with your allies across the world. Mr. Mayor, I thank you and your wife, Mrs. Basha, for making the journey here today from the homeland of the Blessed Mother Teresa of Calcutta. I hope your visit to this and other great British cities will be the first of many. I know Glasgow awaits you very soon. On behalf of everyone in this hall, I offer to you and your country, our good friend and ally Albania, all good wishes for the forthcoming democratic elections to be held next month, and may the bonds between the United Kingdom and Albania continue to prosper. Finally, in thanking you once again for your friendship, may I ask all present to stand and raise your glasses in the toast to our youngest freeman, to the Mayor and City of Tirana, the Mayor and citizens of Tirana.
Mayor and citizens of Tirana.
President of the Republic of Albania.
The President of the Republic of Albania.